playground. Hooray!
You are now entering the Who's House podcast. Strap in for the ride.
Shout out to the new Houdini/Dro collab. It's the best new weed strain out there.
Yo, man, this is the Houdini Mix Weekend. All the top potheads come through here. Shout out to Seth Rogen. He just got out of here. And now we have another amazing, legendary pothead coming through here.
Why your voice so deep right now, bro?
I don't know, man. I was drinking orange juice.
That boy came in.
You know,
came in sound like, boy, is the man.
You know, I got, you know, it's funny because I've known you for years, but 25 years ago, I interviewed Shaka Khan. And she was like, yo, man, your voice is so crazy, man. You should be like the Haitian Barry White.
Man, don't try to turn me on like you were trying to turn on Shaka Khan, bro.
No. Hey, I'm telling you, you met her before, right? You met her.
Nah, I wish, bro. That's the
What?
GOAT. But that's the GOAT.
Holy shit. But
I
the shit that's crazy about her, she'll be like, nigga, what's
Oh,
going
what?
on, nigga? I was like, Shaka.
Where's she from?
I think, ain't she from like, ain't Shaka Khan from out here? Like Jersey or some stupid shit? I don't know.
She hard.
No, she's gangster. It was like kind of like on some Whitney Houston shit. 'Cause they said Whitney Houston had a mouth like that too.
Damn.
But I guess she did it because we were chilling. It's not like she talks like that. But
yeah, she know how to carry herself.
I'm bugged out. You never met Shaka Khan. She be out there.
I'm 35, bro. I wish I could have met her. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could meet all the GOATs, but not yet.
Is there
I'm
any?
I'm just able to get in the room, man.
You never met like Stevie Wonder or anything like that?
I just met him this year.
Oh, you just met him?
Yeah.
I had like some wild stuff with him, man. Like,
Word?
yeah, like I had like I had like 2 chicks, but it was years ago. Like it was crazy, man. I mean, I wouldn't talk about it now. Yeah. But with the chick I had, she was like kind of deaf.
A word?
So I thought maybe like they could get together, and that was her cousin. So I put both of them together. I told Jadakiss this. I told a couple other people, but
You're a wild boy.
yeah,
That
he's
boy said,
wild.
I ain't got no type. Word
He's
up.
wild though. You know what's crazy?
Word.
Nah,
That's
but the
what's
thing
up.
about him,
I
he
can
can hear
believe
you
it.
from a mile away.
I believe it.
You know that, right?
Yeah.
So when I was
they
doing,
say when you lose one of your senses, it strengthens the others.
I think he uses it like a sonar, like you know how a bat kind of like could send it out and it comes back.
Oh, okay.
So I was doing sound check for Jamie Foxx's birthday, and I saw Stevie Wonder come in. So he's a surprise. He's gonna sing "Happy Birthday" to Jamie Foxx.
Damn.
So I was like, "Oh shit, that's Stevie Wonder." I gotta get a pic.
Yeah.
But we're like, I'm talking about like he's at the. We were far.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, y'all want a pic?" I was like, "Yo, but what if I was talking about him? Like I was like, look at this
would've whooped
nigga
your
haircut or
ass.
some shit." You know what I'm saying? You know, he always got the wild haircuts and stuff. But they
Yeah.
got out there and diss him.
Yeah.
But
No,
it's
for
bugged
real.
out. Don't ever talk about if somebody's like blind. Don't talk about them because they can hear you from a mile away.
I believe that. Stevie Wonder look like he'll whoop your ass too. For real.
He don't care about what the girl looks like too, as long
I wouldn't either.
Yeah, I mean, he has.
It's a problem he ain't gotta have. He ain't gonna worry about. You know what I'm saying? It's all
Let
about
me not
feeling.
get Mike Will into
It's like
these
music.
weird, awkward Twilight Zones. You know what I'm saying? What
Word
weed
up.
are you smoking, man? This is the Houdini Mix Weekend.
Right now, I'm smoking some Kush for breakfast.
Kush for breakfast.
Yeah. Some of that non-sprayed, you know what I'm saying? Good non-GMO. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of shit going on out here. You feel me?
Oh, okay.
Try to stay away from that.
Yeah, they do kind of like spray them with like all kinds of chemicals.
Yeah, I'm cool with
and-
all them flavors.
Nah, I gotta get you Houdini, man. I gotta
Word.
get you that. It's,
Yeah, put me down.
It's an
As long as
exclusive
you ain't
strain.
spraying,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
I just need an address and I'll just dump it to you. I'll get it to you in
I
Atlanta.
ain't doing that on the radio, bro.
Right.
You feel me? shit ain't legal in Atlanta yet. Word up.
How does it feel, man? You on Eminem's channel, man. Years ago I saw you, Dre, Eminem in the studio.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out my boy M, man. We got 2 classics out there. We got the song Fall, and we got the song
It's from Kamikaze, right?
Yeah, we got the song Fall, and we got the song Greatest in the World. You know what I'm saying? Salute M. Real GOAT.
Was that a DJ hookup? How'd you get down with that
That's
click,
a
man?
DJ hookup, man.
Mhm.
Shout out my boy DJ Mo Millie, man. Mo Millie. You dig? Yeah, DJ linked it up. He always, like, since I met him, he was always telling me, like, I gotta get you a Marshall. But, you know, Eminem don't even leave Detroit. So it's like, I never been to Detroit at that time, so I was like, dang, I don't know when we're gonna link up. And he just happened to be in LA one time, and then I pulled up the Dre studio, and and DJ linked it up, and it was all history from there.
Was that first time for everything? Like Dre, everything?
No, I had seen Dre a few times, you know what I'm saying? But we never been in the studio. We never been in that studio setting. And then like Dre was trying to apply that pressure in that motherfucker, man. Word up, man.
Nah, really?
Yeah, hell yeah. He went. I ain't gonna lie. When I went in there, he was in there like he was like nodding. He wasn't nodding his head too hard yet. You know what I'm saying? And then he was hearing the beats, and then M was hearing like a lot of the beats and was fucking with it. And then he just came in there like, man, I hear all these beats, but if you a real producer, what your hook game sound like? And I was like, shit, I got some hooks too, bro.
What?
You know what I'm saying? And so I played the song Fall with Bon Iver, my boy Justin Vernon from Bon Iver on the hook. And I was like, man, I played that joint, and Eminem was like, what the fuck is this? And he started scratching his head. He was like, damn, what the fuck? And he was like, man, what's the lyrics? So I gave him the lyrics, and then Dre heard that joint. He was like, he just nodded his head and walked out of the room. Word up, you know what I'm saying? But at the end, once I got done playing everything, Eminem chose like 14, 15 beats. And then Dre came in and dapped me up. He was like, man, look, I don't usually do this. I'm telling you right now, if your shit was whack, I would have unplugged the aux cord and told you had to get the fuck out. He was like, there's been some producers I told to get the fuck out, but your shit bang, man. So salute you, da-da-da-da. And you know what I'm saying? From there, man, M did Fall and we did Greatest.
Wow.
Word.
Congrats, man.
And I went to Detroit to fuck with M. Mixed the record with him, you know what I'm saying? And then we did the car test. Like, M just kept preparing me for this car test. He was like, man, bro, look, when we get done with this, we got to ride in my car. That's what I do all my songs. Like, I got the best system in that joint. We got to ride around Detroit and just listen to this shit. I love this song. I'm like, shit, let's do it. So I'm thinking, like, we finna hop in some shit, like, with the system and everything.
He's
like,
not into exotics and stuff like that.
Man, we get in the goddamn Ford Explorer. I don't even know what year it was, man. And so I'm like, I know he got the crazy, like, 4-cow speakers or, like, some good-ass speakers. Man, pop the CD in, man. I'm talking about this shit was so distorted, no bass, like, terrible system. You know what I'm saying? And we just riding around Detroit, and he riding fishbowl, too. I'm like, damn, bro, you just riding fishbowl around this bitch? And he was like, man, hell yeah, I keep my arm up like this. Like, he was showing me, like, I keep my arm up like this, and by the time people look, they're like, is that him? And by the second or third look, I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? He was like, and if I love a song and it sounds good in these terrible speakers, he was like, man, that's when I know, like, but this is the shit. And I'm like, shit, that makes sense. That's why I did a lot of my shit. Like, when I was coming up, you know what I'm saying, in the mixtape scene, it was like I had little hoopties I was driving, and it was like, man, shit, this shit's standing out right here. So put this motherfucker in the Benz, know what it's doing.
We used to do that. Like when I used to finish a tape, if it sounds good, I go in the car. If it don't sound good in the car, like if it's a leak song or a song I stole, gotta have like a lot of bass and stuff like that.
Yeah, I still do that to this day. I love hopping in car. I love cars. I buy hella cars. I just love riding in different ones. And
I know you picked me up in some ill Porsche one time in Atlanta.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, I was like, yo, what is going on here?
Nah,
like,
for sure. I love that motherfucker, the Turbo S. That shit is too fun.
Why you gotta be so exotic, man? Why you gotta be so different? Why you can't fit the
I'm
cliche?
So black.
Yeah.
So I gotta have some kind of exotic. I don't have the light eyes and the, you know what I'm saying, and all that kind of shit, going to curly hair. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta just go exotic vehicles, exotic female.
That is so funny because I hear a lot of stories about people hanging with M and they always expect like Lambos and Bugattis and stuff. He's not into that.
Nah, he ain't into
All he
that.
care about is writing lyrics, bars.
That man can rap his ass out.
Did
boy.
you see his infamous book? Like he has like his rap book. Did he show you that in the studio?
Nah, he didn't show me. I don't know.
He has like his rap Bible.
Nah, I haven't seen it.
Crazy. It's like this thick and his lyrics is like bars for like the next 10 years.
That man serious, bro.
How does it feel to be part of that elite, like the being known historically in the timeline of like the greats, like you got you, Dre, I mean, come on, man, Timbaland, like you're part of that rare elite.
You know, it was like Biggie said, it was all a dream. You know what I'm saying? You should read them hip hop magazines, bro. I used to see all them guys in there, and it was just like, man, for you to say it, for WHOO Kid to say it.
Oh no,
Man, that shit means the world. Like, cause I don't look at myself like that. Like, yo, man, I'm up there with them. But if I hear from WHOO Kid, I believe it. You know what I'm saying? Cause you're a legendary DJ. I grew up listening to your mixtapes and everything like that. So to hear you say that shit is like, damn. All right. Hard work paying off. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the way we look at it is if you're infiltrating the DNA of like the kids from back then and now, and you're in their blood, like you are part of their system. Right. That makes you a legend. It's not like you have a hit this year and you just came out and
definitely kept it consistent, man. We 300 songs in. I published 300 songs. I love saying that now because I just learned that this year. I ain't never knew how many songs I put out. But like Spotify has like this list now that they do with the producers where they all the songs that you worked on, like they got a list, and my manager DJ, he had sent that shit to me earlier this year, and he was like, "Bro, this number is crazy."
Catalog is crazy,
and it was like Mike Wood has written 300 songs. I was like, "What the fuck?" You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, that's where I've been at.
I mean, that's how I look at it. Like, you know, like a lot of DJs now, they wait for like moments and stuff like that, like to drop. You see Khaled, he has his moment. You know, obviously, Mustard had his with the Kendrick shit. Do you do that also? Like, you wait for like Metro he had his big moment. Is this going to be a big moment like the next couple months? Something you planning?
I know this is the moment where I'm back releasing music. I had lost my hard drives 2018.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? The hard drive and the backup. So it was like, with that, it was like I kind of had to like battle that, you know what I'm saying, mental challenge in my head, because it was like, damn, I just lost everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck does that mean? Yeah, I was like, what the fuck does that mean? But at that time, it was like, shit was so lit. I had just won a Grammy. You know what I'm saying? We just had number ones. We just had the Formation with Beyonce. We just had shit with Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? Shit was so lit. So
shit
when
with Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
You know what I'm saying? So like, this was like 2017, 2018. So like, at the end of the day, it's like, if like, I look at that shit like, man, all right, boom. Like, all right, I lost all this shit, but I've done all this shit. What does this shit mean? You know what I'm saying? And I was looking at it like, okay, man, it might be a time to transition and start investing or start, you know what I'm saying, doing other things or whatnot. And so I started buying a lot of real estate. I started investing in certain different kind of businesses or whatever, and all that shit. All that shit was failing. Only thing that really stood tall was the real estate. So I started buying more real estate. I bought a building in 2017 and then another building in 2019, and I just bought another one this year. You know what I'm saying? They're all three next door right there in West Midtown, which is like the side of town that they're building right now in Atlanta. And that worked for me. And in those buildings, it's like I already had the production team that I was already building with. And then I started developing I started seeing like new guys that was standing out to me. And then I was just like coaching them and then like trying to put the battery in their back. And then I was like, oh, I got to lead by example. I got to show these guys, because they'll, you know what I'm saying, they'll do one or two songs and they might think that they can sit back and chill and play the video game or whatever.
Mike Will made it, nigga.
Yeah, so I was like, man, I got to get back active. And like during that time, shit was so lit, like 2017, 18, when I lost my hard drives, it didn't really register to people. It was more like, oh man, he lost an iPhone charger. Like it was equivalent to that.
Shit.
And to me, it was like, I'm just thinking about all the shit that was on that joint. And it was like, you know what I'm saying? But then it was like, man, once I shook that off and I realized like, man, bro, this is like the position that you play in the game. You know what I'm saying? This is how important you are to the game. You know what I'm saying? And like, fuck the last hard drive. You know what I'm saying? You are the hard drive. And like, man, boom, it's just a reset button. So, you know what I'm saying? The name of my album is called Reset, and it's like, it's not like starting over, but it's just like resetting up. And like, this is the third album. Well, this is the third Ransom. First two Ransoms. Well, people never really understood Ransom stood for like releasing all new songs orchestrated by Mike Will. You know what I'm saying? They always think it's like some kidnap shit or like holding person hostage type shit. But like, that's what it stood for the whole time. So it's like, this reset is like the third chapter of that, and it's really like resetting up. So it's R3SET.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So we in R3 season.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like at the end of the day, I don't really look at it like, yo, this is my crazy moment, but it is my moment where it's like, man, I'm back loaded. I feel strong about this album, and then there's a bunch of different collaborations that I've been doing over the years that I haven't been releasing music, I haven't been doing interviews, I haven't been moving around. So I guess it could be a moment, you know what I'm saying? I guess this is that moment where it's like, okay, this nigga might back outside, back moving around, back pulling up on, you know what I'm saying, WHOO Kid, back pulling up the XM.
It might be like an organic moment because all these other DJs, they plan their moments, you know, like they get together with an artist or they map out a beef or they map out a concept. I feel like you just letting it like organically pop off.
I feel like that's how I had the most success, and I feel like that's how a lot of this shit came together, is just being organic. And
it's funny you talk about catalogs and you know your shit is huge and you've been around for like years. Is there like a reality check for the new artists now that they think because they got like 10 billion streams, they think they could sell out stuff? Or, I mean, they get their hard reality when their album drop and they sell nothing. Yeah,
I feel like when people get so caught up on what shit does the first week, I feel like they shouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because first week is just first week. First week just represents how many people were outside waiting on you to put this shit on the shelf. You know what I'm saying? But now you got it on the shelf. Now you got to market it. Now, like some Team Jordans, Michael Jordan is really focusing on his collabs and his retros. He know them shit's going to sell out every time. But that don't take away from like the Team Jordans. So he's still going to put the Team Jordans on the shelf, and he's still going to make it for X amount of dollars. Probably $3, $5, selling in stores. They probably sell it for $100. If they end up going on the clearance rack and going to Marshalls, they still sell for $1. So he still made them $17. It's still profit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And all it takes, and all it takes is like Kanye West or Travis Scott to wear one of them Team Jordans, and it's up. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about the marketing once you get the product on the shelf. And I feel like a lot of times artists not looking at it like that. Right now, with the internet being the internet, it's like they want to have that, like, yo, I did da-da-da first week. But it's like, me, I'm not looking at it like that because it's been 7 years since I dropped the album. So, you know what I'm saying? The marketplace, I'm not expecting, because I dropped this album and because I'm ready to drop an album, everybody in the world to just be lined up. I have to have that shit on there. You know what I'm saying? So, whatever you do first week, as long as you got that shit on there and you can market that shit in different ways and you can push that shit in different ways and you tour it. Some shit is a slow burn. You know what I'm saying? I remember after the Shrimp album, they did 20,000 first week, and somebody asked me like, man, when we gonna get Shrimp Life 2? And I was like, shit, as soon as Shrimp Life 1 go platinum. And a blog had picked that up and was like, man, I guess we're never getting Shrimp Life 2. Mike Will said they're not dropping Shrimp Life 2 until Shrimp Life 1 goes platinum, and the album only did 20,000 first week, But Shrimp Life 1 ended up going platinum, and then right after that we did Black Beatles. That shit went #1 Hot 100. So it's like, at the end of the day, you just got to work, and those guys worked their ass off. They toured the world. They went everywhere. They done stood on all the furniture in the fucking America screaming no flex zone. You know what I'm saying? So shit like that, man, you got to work your ass off, man. If you want them big numbers, you got to work your ass off. You got to market that shit. You know what I'm saying?
We got a lot of your peoples in here. Should we do the Black Beatles shit? Like everybody be like,
nah. I was just talking about it last interview.
Whose idea was that?
I never did a mannequin challenge. Word, but I love the mannequin challenge. That was Slim Jimmy idea, man. Salute Slim Jimmy, man. He was tapped in. Like he always tapped in.
He's a cool dude, man.
Innovative as fuck.
Yeah.
Smartest motherfucker.
I know you're tired of the reunion questions, like, you know, but you are the guy that would get them, like, I mean, they're not apart, but you're the guy that could bring like a full album back with these guys, right? Because I think they're solo doing their things.
Put all the albums together for sure.
Man, because I ain't got no type still fucking. When I play it, girls still scream, man. It's like it's a new record or some shit. Like I'm like,
man,
what the fuck?
that shit never get old,
man.
Do
you think like that when you do beats? Like you feel like, all right, this artist needs to be in front of 40, 50,000 people? Because every time I hear your tracks, man, like I feel like it's designed for festivals, designed for like crowd control. When I think about it, it's like, how the fuck do we sound new? How the fuck do we sound fresh? And then how does it sound like? Yo, my main like target is always like, man, okay, how can I like give people what they never knew they wanted from this artist, but it's like, man, this is exactly what we needed from this artist. You know what I'm saying? And like, boom, I feel like when you hit that sweet spot right there,
that's what makes the shit just ring off in the festival. Cause there's no real song that I have where it's like, oh, it's this tempo that always works. It's just always that sweet spot right there that always works in those festival records. You can play Body Party at a festival, or you can play 23 at a festival, or you can play Black Beatles at a festival, or you can play Humble. All them shit, Formation, you can play them all, and they all sound different. You know what I'm saying? You play Itching, you know what I'm saying? They all sound different, but it's that sweet spot that people didn't know. Like, with Itching, we didn't know that we needed to hear Future say, tell my grandma I don't need a bed, I'm sleeping on the floor. He didn't even like that line. You know what I'm saying? He just said it. He was like, man, but at that time he was the designer kid. He was Pluto. He was, you know what I'm saying, racks on racks. So he was like, man, people don't want to hear that from me. I'm like, bro, that's the shit they gonna want. You know what I'm saying? We put it out. That shit's still classic to this day. You know what I'm saying? Or
I mean, the last time we were on stage, we were at the J. Cole joint.
Word. Oh yeah.
I had you in Dreamville.
Yeah.
I played that. It was like an EDM version of I Ain't Got No Type. You see how that shit,
man, it's
straight
crazy.
crowd control. It was like 30,000, 40,000 during the daytime.
Yeah, and it's like, man, if you aim for that, like, okay,
that's crazy.
if this song could live in all types of different rooms, it can't only live in this one room, man, I feel like that shit ends up working itself out, man.
I mean, there I go. That Gucci Man and fucking J. Cole joint. That shit is out. That shit is crazy, man.
No, for sure. It got a.
How many beats you got in your shit, man?
You got like a nostalgic vibe to that. Nowadays, I just try to cook up with an artist on the spot. You know what I'm saying? Like, other than that, I'm not just sitting around like just drilling myself making beats. Like, you know what I'm saying? But this shit is unlimited though.
It's funny we talk about J. Cole. Isn't it cool that he got out of that beef? I'm glad that thing came out cool, man.
I don't think he was ever in the beef.
He's still like, he's a legend, man. I don't know why people be like
he overly a legend, and him and Kendrick always rock with each other. So it's like, I respected what he did, like, you know what I'm saying, and really just like, man, I'm not really gonna let all the. Cause that's like letting Spike Lee fucking tell Reggie Miller like, man, I bet you can't dunk, and Reggie Miller go try to dunk instead of shooting a three. It's like you can't really listen to the fucking crowd. It's like, or you know what I'm saying, like, so it's like I feel like J. Cole just did what was real to him, and I feel like that's what he always do. Is just like, you know what I'm saying, stick to what's real to him and stick to being like really him. And him and Kendrick always rock with each other. So it's like, boom, you know what I'm saying? Like,
do you have to deal with that, like when you do tracks, like, oh, this guy got beef with another artist you do beats with, or?
Yeah, I be so out the loop with that shit. Like, that shit, I'm like the last one to find out.
Oh, really?
You know what I'm saying? I don't really
just
keep
call
up.
me, man. I'll let you know, man. So
Yeah.
I
really
don't
don't
want
care.
you to get shot up in the studio, man.
I ain't gonna get shot up.
I'm there to take care of you, man. You know what I'm
I ain't gonna get shot up. For real, we strapped too. But anyway, like, I don't really pay attention to that type of shit. I just, you know what I'm saying? I just produce music. Word. Yeah, I just produce music.
Another cool guy I ran up on, and we chilled at we were at some NFL game, Gunna. So me and Gunna was talking. So first time I see Gunna in a while. Yeah. You know, he's all like, he's fly now. He lost weight. He's like, you know,
fly.
Yeah, he look like he working out and all kind of shit. Yeah. But the first thing I told him, I was like, yo, why is that Woke Up song out? Like, that song is out of here, man. For real? Yeah, he was like, yeah, I know, man.
How you heard that one?
Yeah. Mike don't know who he talking to right now.
That boy tapped in. You probably leaked that motherfucker. Nah, that Woke Up shit hard.
Come
as
on,
a motherfucker,
man. Why is this not out like as a single or? He said, I know, man. Because he knew once I said the title, he was like, damn, I know, man. That shit is out of here. So,
nah, for real.
What are y'all doing with that?
I think once a song leaks, it kind of like turns off the artist. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of like a momentum type thing?
It just kind of turn it off because an artist wants to present a song for them for their first sub. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, this shit already out. And then once you re-release it, then now you got to deal with all the fans like, oh, fuck this old song. Like, this shit is fucking old and da-da. It's like, bro, y'all leaked the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't even get a chance to release it how we wanted to. But now, Woke Up is like, it's a mean pocket.
Bro, like,
it's a mean pocket.
Play that shit in the club and you see, like, I mean, you need to play that in a club and watch people be like,
man, I got a lot of leaked songs. I got a lot of leaked songs out here that I'm like, damn, boy, if these shits would have got released the right way.
Oh, man.
Man. For real. Another one that's like that, I feel like, man, that even that Pluto Al Sharpton, Future Al Sharpton, see, you don't know about that one.
When you give it to me right now.
It's leaked. I thought
it
was tapped in.
Yo, right. What happened?
Yeah.
I just snitched on myself. Oh, fuck that.
Nah, that Future Al
like
Sharpton,
6ix9ine
it was
right
like
now.
I had fun doing that joint. I stacked 5 808s on that joint.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, you gotta pull that one up. It ain't nothing that sound like that. Like, word. And they fucked around. Tore off with that motherfucker.
Politics is a motherfucker, and I'm happy for Gunna that he got out of all the chaos. His career, he sold out freaking Madison Square Garden, man. So
Man, Gunna going crazy right now. For real.
What's your relationship with Gunna? You cool with him?
Fuck with Gunna.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
All right. Just want to make sure that was clear. And of course, you got a bunch of little homies that I mess with. Shout out to Lil Wayne. I know him since he was 13.
Word.
And he's one of the classic dudes you've been doing
Motherfucking
tracks
GOAT.
for a GOAT for years.
Hell yeah.
And, you know, the Higher record, I've been playing it. I didn't leak that. You sent that to me. So
Yeah, nah,
make
for
that
real.
clear.
I made sure I kept it away from your ass. Word.
Explain this Lil Yachty relationship. Everybody got their own weird relationship with Lil Yachty. So do I. We got like a pizza thing. What relationship you got with Lil Yachty?
Shit, I fuck with Lil Yachty, man. He always been different, and that's what I look for in an artist. You know what I'm saying? Just being different. He also come from Cobb County. That's where I come from, like right outside the city. You know what I'm saying? And
he's a big risk taker too when it comes to music.
that's why I fuck with him. That's a true artist to me. You know what I'm saying? Like if you ready to take risk and you ready to just do different shit, you know what I'm saying?
Sounds,
Like
everything.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? And like he one of the leaders of the new school for sure. You know what I'm saying?
With an
Fuck
ill
with
cult
Yachty.
following and shit. So it's like if you do a hit with him, it's just like that whole cult is just
Man, I just
on your
want
team.
to. I just want to make them happy. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Even if they ain't on my team, I just want to make them happy. I just want that to be the song that they never knew that they wanted, but was like, damn, we needed that joint. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that's a collaboration where I felt like it was real rare, and you know what I'm saying? Like I never seen that before. Like Yachty and Wayne, and shit.
Lil Yachty, Lil Wade. That's
And
crazy.
it don't sound forced. It don't
Yeah.
sound like, man, like I'm gonna squeeze these guys on this joint. Like it seemed like they were in the studio together, and it seemed like it was just like it was
That
playing
video's
like
trippy
that.
though.
but
You got a trippy ass video. Man.
Nah,
What's
for
going
sure.
on in there? Can you explain to me what's going on? Car crashes.
I feel like it's just realism meets art.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's just reality with art. You know what I'm saying? It's higher video. You know what I'm saying? It's talking about higher, and it's just like the flip side. Like you know what I'm saying? Everybody always talks about like, okay, my vice, you know what I'm saying, makes me feel like this, it makes me feel so good, but it's like, damn, what's the flip side of the vice? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we're like, what's like the other side of certain shit, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what that video really highlights, you know what I'm saying? You got the first couple right there, you know what I'm saying? They just enjoying themselves, romantic night, and Buddy ended up taking too much, and you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Like, and it kind of go with the song too, like even with Yachty, like treat you like this is the last time I see you in all of my life. Sometimes people can just get caught in the moment, you know what I'm saying? And even with the car crash thing, it was like those guys.
That
they
was
were
trippy. He was
yeah,
like,
they were
bam,
just-
and he was in some other area. I was like,
yeah, it
where
was
am
like,
I right now? It's like an ill nightmare. It's like a cool nightmare.
yeah, it was like, man,
Yeah.
okay, these guys are caught in the moment too. They turned up, they listening to the song, they just lit. Now they not paying attention to the road. Fine, you get smashed by a truck. You know what I'm saying? Or even the last scene where it's like the guy getting robbed, it was like, man, this guy's so hooked on these whatever drugs that he's robbing this guy for that he's gonna go rob him. It's not even about this guy. He just need the drugs, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, I feel like that's rare, you know what I'm saying? Realism and art definitely right now, you know what I'm saying? And yeah. And it's almost like how I felt like Meet Me at the Crossroads was when I was a kid. Like, you know what I'm saying? When Uncle Charles died and his eyes turned black, I used to be scared of that shit, but that was reality and art, you know what I'm saying? Like that spirit walking around, you know what I'm saying? Different people dying, and then boom, everybody meeting in heaven, and that was like a tribute to Eazy-E, but it was like, you know what I'm saying? Realism and art. So I feel like that's always cool.
Yo, what's up, man? It's DJ WHOO Kid, man. Shout out to DraftKings. Hey, you think that quarterback will throw more than 300 yards? How about the receiver in Miami grabbing a touchdown? Check out DraftKings Pick 6, the newest way to compete against others and play fantasy football to win cash with DraftKings. Yeah, I need that cash. Pick a player and choose if they'll have more or less of a stat, like yards, touchdowns, catches, and more. Get your picks right and you win cash. You hear me? Cash, C-A-S-H. You will win cash. Download the new DraftKings Pick 6 app now and use code Who's House. The code Who's House for new customers to play $5 and get $50 in Pick 6 credits guaranteed, plus 1 month of NFL Plus premium on us. Woo-woo! Offer expires 9/19, which is September 19th, only on DraftKings Pick 6. The crown is yours. You hear me? The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org in Connecticut. Must be 18 plus. Age and eligibility restrictions vary by jurisdiction. Pick 6 is not available everywhere, including New York and Ontario. Void where prohibited. See terms at pick6.draftkings.com/promos. It's going to be one per customer. Reward issued as $50 in non-withdrawable Pick 6 credits that expire in 6 months. NFL Plus premium offer available only to new and former NFL Plus subscribers. Additional NFL Plus premium terms are at NFL.com/terms.
Shout out to the new Dini/Dro collab. It's the best new wheat strain out there.
Now, I showed you who called me earlier, and I was on the phone with him for like 30 minutes before you came up here, Jimmy Iovine.
Yeah.
How's that relationship, man? Did he teach you a lot about the business?
Too much.
A lot of cheat codes?
That's my uncle right there, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's my
Good
uncle.
guy to know.
Man, great guy to know. Yeah, he gave me so much game that even if I didn't like certain shit, I grasped like as soon as he was saying it. But like certain shit is like playing in my head now. It's like, oh, that's what he meant by that shit. You know what I'm saying? He was so like ahead of the game, and it was like, man, the man gave me so much game. Still to this day, still giving me game. Like, and it's like, man, I'm happy I came from the school of Jimmy Iovine. I'm happy like after meeting a lot of these other execs. Oh shit, this is my phone, so you don't have to fire nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Calling us, I do it, man.
No, but I'm happy that I didn't come after meeting a lot of these other execs. I'm happy I came from the school of Jimmy Iovine. Word.
Do you feel like if he was around during Black Beetle, he would have one of the Beatles in the video? Man, that would be hard if he had like one of the living Beatles or somebody just in the video.
He was definitely around during that time.
Or AI them niggas in there.
But you know, Paul McCartney did the mannequin challenge.
Nah.
Come on, man. I thought you was tapped, man. This is cap.
I'm old, man. I got a little all time.
You were just the guy that was goddamn all the way tapped in and know about all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Now you talking about
you know what's great about this show? This is a thing called edit, and then I can edit and nobody will never know that you told me that.
No, for real. Hey man. No, for real. But yeah, Paul McCartney had did one in his living room at the piano. That was hard.
Wow, that's gangster, man.
Word up.
Damn, man.
Shout out to Paul McCartney, man. He hard. It's crazy. The first time I brought Shrimp around and the first Coachella they went to, man, we saw Paul McCartney and we just went to go say what up, like, man, what up? Just pay our respects. And he'd been knowing us for years, like, this before Black Beatles. He was like, man, what up, man? Like,
that is so random.
Like, man, boom, man, let's take a picture. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, he too cool, you know what I'm saying? I think that I don't know if that's what inspired Sway to make a song Black Beatles, but it could have been because bro was just so cool. We were surprised about that. You know what I'm saying? Word.
That's crazy because I hung out with Michael Jackson, which is like his homie. So I never met Paul.
Word.
I never met him, but at least I hung out with Michael.
Man,
I was in Saudi Arabia with him.
Man, that's the fucking GOAT.
Yeah.
I already know if he was still around, me and bro be going fuck crazy right now. Like,
yeah, I mean, the thing about it was me and John Legend. We were in Saudi.
Yeah.
We were in the studio, and then I think he was so excited when John Legend came in.
Man, come on, man. That's big shit right there.
I'm about to get you fucked up. Yeah, so his nose did like move a little bit. Like it was crazy. That I'm looking at John Legend like, oh shit. Like, but we both like respectfully like we turned. Yeah. So he could just like fix his shit. But
that's crazy.
He did have like a prosthetic though. But that's a legend, man. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, is that where you met Jimmy Iovine?
No, I know Jimmy Iovine because I leaked Eminem songs back in the days, and I was part of the meetings.
He sent some
wanted to kill my ass. Yeah. I tried to get it through, you know. I infiltrated Interscope back in those days. You know, me and
okay.
DJ Clue was like robbing songs and stuff. So
Damn.
they had meetings about me. He's called me WHOO Cat.
Oh, word.
I always used to escape. I actually hid in Canada, the west side of Canada, like Regina, Calgary, all those Edmontons. I actually hid there for like 3 months from Jimmy Iovine and Paul Rosenberg. So, but I survived. I work for them now. I hang with Eminem. Like,
yeah, nah, for real.
But isn't that crazy? We were talking about that earlier. How you know how you organically let like hip hop choose you.
Nah, facts.
You know, like hip hop is telling me where to go.
Yeah.
So I'd rather it be like that than you just because I got like 10 billion streams. And then no one thing you got is this thing called being humble, man. You gotta. Why all these artists don't want to be humble like you, man?
I
don't the checks come for like 20, 30 years when you're humble?
Man.
Non-stop.
I can't speak for him. But like I said, I'm happy I came from the school of Jimmy Iovine. I know how to make sure them checks keep coming.
Any surprises in your future album? Because I don't want to be leaking stuff. I'd rather, you just send it to me, man. I don't want to get it from other people, man. How's that coming along? I know it's early.
The album is great because I have a direction. And I got a shit ton of music to choose from. So now it's like, what's going to be the cream of the crop? It's like, I only want to do 9 songs on here. I've been listening to like Michael Jackson, Thriller, Prince, Purple Rain.
Oh, wow.
And like Nas, Illmatic. And it's like, those were like, those 9 song albums that was like, you just went on a journey and it was like, man, you covered all of it. And it was like, man, I feel full. It's like a clean meal. You know what I'm saying? Like you feel full, but not like you got the itis or like, exhausted from listening to it, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like Ransom 1 and Ransom 2 were like one of them like fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, green beans and cornbread, like, you know what I'm saying? One of them heavy joints that is like, man, I like this shit, like this shit classic, but it's heavy, it's gonna put you, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna put you down after you listen to it. And I want to do something different this time, like, you know what I'm saying?
Surprise collabos, like keeping it on the reps.
Yeah, definitely. I keep
like
it
stuff
on the
that's
reps
out of the
show.
ordinary. like what is going on?
Yeah, they coming.
Wow. You ain't working on anybody's album? Like you want to leak that out and get me in trouble?
I'm working on an album with this guy named Sid. I always get his last name messed up, Sid Sriram or Sriram, but he's from India. You know what I'm saying? And he's crazy. Like I feel like, man, the shit that we coming with right now is real like innovative. He got a following over there in India, and he like a big Bollywood singer, and like, you know what I'm saying? He just his vocals is just crazy. So like the music that we coming with right now is just real like innovative.
Send me a joint so I can leak it on the radio. Get it going.
I got you. I know when to send it to you.
Yeah, please.
I know when to send it to you. Nah, for sure. I need you. Overly.
Rumor has it you're on Kendrick's next album. Is that true? Or
I would love that.
Yeah.
I would love that. For real. Me and Junior Reed were cooking up too, man. Shout out to the Jamaican legend. That was random. That was organic. That was another moment where hip hop just putting you where you need to be, and randomly me and the legend put some shit together. But man, it's a lot of shit on the way though. I ain't gonna lie. I don't want to start dropping names. I'd rather just drop the songs.
You know, I'm always in these weird Illuminati meetings without me knowing. So
what's that?
It's like I'm just there. I'm just hanging with somebody that's in it, and I'm like, oh. So Jay-Z, like, you know, rumor of his album coming out soon. Like I heard he's working on the project.
It's crazy.
This guy's an expert, man.
I like
you're like a Academy Award winning. Like I believe you right now. Like.
I'm always the last to know. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, me and Jacob get back in there and get to work. We got it's crazy. Me and Jay-Z made history. We got the best song under a minute in music history. Find one.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh my God,
yeah, bitch is better. I think we can stop right there. You know what I'm saying? Salute Ho, man. I think we can stop right there.
Clock that song back in the day. I actually thought there was gonna be a second verse, but
man, I was hoping. I was trying everything in my power. I was like, damn, get on here, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we need to crank up Watch the Throne too.
I don't even have time to interview you, man. You work with everybody. Is there anybody you haven't like you want to put a bucket list out there?
Man, that's crazy.
Throw one song. I know people ask you these corny questions, but these kids like this shit, man.
I was just telling my people, I was like, man, I'm trying to figure out like a name, but I really like working with like that unexpected and like those artists that's just an artist. Like, man, okay.
Is there hip hop artists you want to put them out now that I need to be up on that you fuck with? I know you got.
I fuck with a lot of the new guys. I fuck with International Hefe. I fuck with Free Pooh Shiesty, man, Free Young Thug.
That's my nigga right there.
I fuck with a lot of. I fuck with.
Who's that guy you be playing, Ryu? That you put me on with the wild beats? You said he's in Atlanta. Yeah.
I think he's from Texas, but he's in Atlanta. Daredevil.
I can't wait to meet him, man. Daredevil, man. Get at me. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
we got
very
the
out the
studio.
box.
Hey, that's what I like to do, man. Out the box. I don't want to just say like it's like a specific artist I want to work with. Cause like I said, I'm late to a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like wherever hip hop leads me. You know what I'm saying? The rooms that it puts me in, it's like, and I see like, oh yeah, this dude is different. Like, you know what I'm saying? This dude is like a true artist. You know what I'm saying? Like they're looking for a challenge and I'm looking for a challenge. I feel like that's always like the perfect marriage. Like, word up.
Yeah, man. You and Eminem gave me goosebumps. That photo, I was like, wow.
Nah, for real.
That's the ill photo.
I ain't gonna lie, I gotta get
you
back
got that
in
shit in
with
your
my
house?
Man,
You got a photo of Eminem, you and Eminem in like the weed den or some shit? Like, it's a
man,
big...
it's crazy. I got a man. You been in my studio in Atlanta?
No, not that one.
Man, you gotta come to my studio in Atlanta. I really gotta blow that picture up. But I got a lot of art on the wall. That's something that needs to get blown up for real.
That's crazy, man.
Man, Eminem the fucking GOAT.
And you got to get out of here. But definitely no Chingy and Mike Will song coming soon, right? That's definitely not happening. Forget it, man. Let's get out of that, man. We're gone.
He said who?
Enough said. We don't have to say anymore. That's it. We're good.
All right. I'm lost.
All right, we're good.
Shout out to the new Dini/Dro collab. It's the best new